What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Jack, aka Rebel to God. Welcome to the Conspiracy Theory Podcast. Today I'm doing something a little different. You know what I mean? I put the camera in front of me to kind of give it this like cool aesthetic, like I'm in a radio booth. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. This is when I do something like this, because I usually go scripted. If I'm doing something like this, I'm gonna post this live either on my YouTube channel or my Instagram. But this is gonna be like a bonus clip, and yeah, it's just right now I'm freestyling. Usually I go scripted, and my scripts are very informative. When I write a little bit about myself. I have a political science degree, so when I write, I try to write in the mannerism of like informative. I am funny, but like I gotta be, you know what I'm saying? I gotta be in the mood, man. When I'm doing something like this, like that, I try to, show that I'm kind of educated. And I feel like that's kind of like a taboo, especially in black culture. It's like we always trying to be cool and shit. Like, I'm off that cool shit, because cool shit don't pay bills really, and cool shit don't own nothing. So it's like I'm trying to be an owner. I'm trying to be a boss 100% of my shit, and I'm trying to give game. So for that being said, if anybody is looking to, collab or need tips on how to start a podcast, or, what kind of tools and shit you need, hit me up. Everything, what I'm doing right now is free, but I'm also going to make a YouTube post about it. So like and subscribe on my YouTube so Nick can make a little change. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody want to put any of their clothing brand or want some, want to speak, be on the show, let me know. Definitely we can do a phone call interview, Zoom interview, and you can be part of the show. Like I said, this is going to be a bonus episode, which I'll probably just drop today, today is the 2nd of April. And yeah, so, which is pretty cool. A little bit about myself. I've been listening to my podcast, and I agree. I think it's very boring, but it's the start. And I like the concept of conspiracy, because everything I've been saying so far, if you have been listening, is all truth. There is no conspiracy on what I'm saying, but the truth always seems to sound like a conspiracy. Today I was going to talk about Bigfoot and the correlation of the entertainment industry and the big picture. Like, what are we missing? Like, what are they throwing at us? And those are some of the things I like to talk about. I'm trying to be funny too, but it's like I can't be funny in times of like misinformation. You know what I mean? Like, I can't really put my if you know me personally, I'm funny. But if I'm trying to deliver a message that conveys to my peers, then I'm trying to be informative and try to, create a dynamic where, because I just feel like there's already enough funny podcasts. There's already enough funny content, relationship contents that, it don't do nothing for you to be listening to people going about their personal situations, because everybody's different. You know what I mean? So if I'm going to create content, I want to be so unique. And like I said, cool, man, cool is not paying the bills. Being cool ain't really it. And if you look on social media and all these platforms, it's the same rhetoric. It's the same shit. It's just the same. And I want to be different in a way where it's like, my target is people who want to look for information and want to change and want to be a positive outlook in people's lives. I'm not trying to promote cool. Like, if you want cool, you can find 1,000 million other podcasts and other things to go listen to. If you want real raw shit, then come over here. I'm fun. I'm electric. I give you that, yeah, you know what I'm saying, from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep. So it's like, what do you want? You know what I mean? And as I get older, as being a man is like, like some of the shit is getting old. Like, you know what I mean? It's getting old. Like, I don't know. Me personally, I'm ready to settle down. I'm ready to get down with one chick. I'm ready to have a family. I'm ready to start, moving in the direction of growth and ultimate growth, from thick and thin type shit. And listening to all these podcasts, it sounds horrible. It sounds scary. It sounds trifling. But I do believe love and good things are out there for sure, 100%. And I just want people to realize it's not what you know, it's who you know, right? So if the environment you're in, if the things you're consuming depicts, because images are powerful, and that's why it's very important to watch what you put in your area and what you see and what you smell and what you see. It's like those things are very powerful. So if you keep perpetuating stuff that's not going to benefit you, you're going to, exude that too. It's going to come out of you. So I like to stay away from that. I like to be positive at all times. Now, I'm not a happy-go-lucky kind of guy. I understand the realities of the world, but I'm ready to build. I'm ready to build and build strong. You know what I mean? I'm not like, I feel like a quote I heard, I think yesterday or whatever, he was like, man, I was working at FedEx. I was working this job that, like, the harder I worked, the more the didn't mean anything. So I found something. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel like everybody should be doing this. And I found something where the more I put in, the more I get out of it. The more I work hard and try to be more creative and try to come up with concepts and things of that nature to where I can stand out, the better the result. So by that being said, I feel like I found a niche where the more I work, the more I come up with things, and just like this whole environment that I've created to speak could be a platform and a plateau. It could be a platform that can take me to, newer places. And this is why I'm doing it and why I want to share such, cool things. And with that being said, thank you guys for listening, man. My episodes is going to be better. I'm like I said, I'm funny dude, you know what I'm saying? It's just going to take some time, you know what I mean? It's going to take some time. And, whoever's riding with me, thank you. Whoever's not, you already know what it is. I'm also practicing not talking. I know that's kind of contradicting from what I'm doing. I'm talking right now, but I'm going to be talking with purpose, meaning everything I do, I'm going to be talking with purpose, meaning if I'm not speaking to you, it's not because I don't like you. It's not because I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's just because I don't find any purpose in this conversation. So it's no longer necessary for me to speak unless it's purposeful. Like right now, it is purposeful. I have an intention. I have a plan and I have a goal. So it's purposeful. And I feel like we should be very intentional in our decisions the older we get. And I'm learning that I'm trying that because what I've noticed is when I speak, sometimes I speak with my heart and my curiosity and my eccentricness, and that comes off to me. This is how I feel and how I've been looking and examining myself. It comes off, it doesn't come off the way I want it to come off. And it's because I feel like when you're smart and you're smart, you want to absorb information, because the smarter you are, the dumber you get. You know what I mean? The great quote is, a wise man knows, a smart man knows what to do. A wise man knows why not to do it. And now I'm starting to understand that principle and that concept. It's because if you want to hear me speak, and I feel like we live in a capitalistic society. Unfortunately, I hate to say this, but I was raised by the colonizer with the colonizer's information and mindset. So everything I do, unfortunately, may be a negative implication to my own well-being. Even doing this podcast, posting on this platform, and making these statements, it's still go against me in a certain way. Now, how can I benefit? Well, obviously through streaming and whatnot, and going for it and actually getting paid. But at the same time, what people don't realize is everything you post, everything you put out there, a percentage of it is being is not yours anymore. The creativity aspect of it is still yours. The thought is still yours. You still can say, yo, I did that. But at the same time, we don't own it. And I don't mean that, I'm still going to do what I'm doing. And hopefully, they or whoever that controls the platforms understand what I mean by that. And this is not to say that that's a bad thing, but it's just to say that although my intentions are good, we've known throughout history that good things turn bad. And that's with anybody. And that's not just with, that's with a lot of things. But to say, although Bob Marley, I'll take Bob Marley for example, although his music and the rights to his music isn't controlled by his family, what he did for society was far more greater than those rights or that ability. It is messed up that his family doesn't get to enjoy the fruits of their father, but at the same time, it is also a blessing that we as a whole society was able to understand and digest the type of content he was putting out and what that message was meant for. Which, with that being said, if I was in Bob Marley's shoes, I had the same thing. I would continue to do it because it was for the greater good. But yeah, I mean, that today, that was my little spiel. I've been talking for about 12 minutes now. I think this format is a better format for my type of podcast that I want to put out, because the more I'm speaking, I kind of like this way. The scripted way, to my viewers and listeners, to anybody who's trying to start their podcast, the scripted way, I feel like is a great way to start. You know what I mean? It's a great way to get what you want out of it, because when you write it down, you get a a cell, like a kind of an understanding. But when you go free scripted and you know what you're trying to talk about, it's better, and you can go longer. Like when my scripts are only like 3 minutes long. So after writing them, I would think, man, I just wrote a whole bunch of shit. But no, it's only 3 minutes long. And right now, what I'm speaking on, it's like I'm at 13 minutes now, and it feels like I've just been talking for 5 minutes. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm gonna just keep going. I'm trying to do a 30-minute special, and try to, this podcast is very special to me, actually, because now that I'm learning, like I said, how to actually be useful and use the tools and things that are around me. That's another thing that I found that was very cool. I saw it in a bar. He was like, use the things around you. You know what I mean? No, like a lot of these entertainers are very, they're liars, period, point blank, period. Nobody really has access to loads of money. It's more like promotional shit. So when you see these guys with all this, like, the stuff is not really theirs. And that's the concept of, capitalism, fake it till you make it. And it's like, when someone really comes from the gutter, someone really comes from that place, you could tell. And the way you spend, you could tell that most of these artists, they was really either really in it or just really dumb. And I feel like capitalism does not like a smart society. Capitalism only likes a few smart people controlling the masses. And the more smart we get, I feel like the more there's going to be problems. And I think that's what's really fascinating with our times. I feel like people think we're getting dumber, but no, it's getting harder to control us. That's why a lot of these things are happening, because there's this there's some really smart people out here, black, white, green, Asian, like, you know what I'm saying, there's really intelligent people out here really trying to do good work. However, if the masses are getting smarter, so is the people who, are trying to do the controlling. Everybody's getting smarter. So it's up to us to be vigilant as hell. And to produce your own stuff. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like that's very important. Right now, man, we're in a point where you can really take off. And I'm trying to utilize that. I was listening to Kendrick Lamar's last diss to to J. Cole and Drake. What's interesting about that is like, he's talking about you too. Like, he's talking about us. Like, any bathroom rappers, anybody that ever opened a Dr. Seuss book and was like, yo, I could really, he's talking about you too. Like, he's not just talking about Drake. He's talking about anybody who ever thinks they can rap or any form of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's talking about you. So it's like we get caught up in this. Damn, where was I gonna go with that? I was kind of mad at Kendrick for a second, but I was saying how, like, this competitive nature of capitalism has created this ego of I am the best, who is the king, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's very negative. However, fuck Kendrick, fuck Drake, Cole. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Being your own, you're producing your own stuff. So what I mean by that is, I know I'm not the best rapper, okay? I know, but in my hemisphere, I'm the best. You know what I'm saying? I'm the best. Fuck Drake, Cole, fuck Kendrick, fuck Nas, fuck, you know what I'm saying? I know I just said it. Fuck them. Fuck them all. I'm the best. Now, realistically, I'm not even close to those guys. But fuck that. You know what I mean? Fuck that. I am. I say I am. The power of I am is so profound. And I feel like we as an individual, the more we realize how great we are individually, not egotistically, but just in the sense of you can. We will overcome. You know what I mean? Like, we will overcome. And it's important, man. It's important to be self-driven. It's important to be just, have that dog in you. You feel me? You know what I mean? Like, that's very important. And yeah, man, I feel like I got it. This whatever I'm doing right now, I feel like this is it. So this is like a bonus episode, like I said. If like this was scripted, this wasn't scripted. This is just off the dome, straight off the muscle, how I'm feeling. You feel me? Like, straight off the muscle. So like I said, man, thank you for listening. I'm about to cut it off because, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to keep ranting. But thank you for listening. This is the Conspiracy Theory Podcast. You can catch me on Spotify and anywhere you listen to your podcasts. If you guys want to be on the show, please let me know. And yeah, man, I'll be posting this on YouTube and snippets of it on my Instagram. But yeah, tell me what you think. about the podcast. I'll be going live this Saturday. Same format, but this time this is not going to be a bonus. This is going to be one of the podcasts. This is going to be, for this one I'm going to put today, I'm going to label it number 6 bonus, but then I'm going to also label number 6 just regular, you know what I mean? But like I said, man, thank you for listening. This is just the beginning, and yeah, man, it's your boy Jack, also known as JTD, also known as Ja, also known as Rebel the God. I have many names, man. Spread them, you know what I mean? And yeah, man, I'm just cut it like that. Peace.